Hello, hi. Who is on board? If you are online, just leave a comment. Let me know that you can hear me. You can see me clearly. You can hear me clearly. Just drop a comment in the comment section. Okay. So today I'm just gonna be talking about how to achieve a clean professional makeup look, either as a professional makeup artist or an aspiring one. Okay, so a lot of people always think that when it comes to applying makeup, it's just about um, how to putting the makeup all over the face. And when they do that, most of the time they are always like disappointed because it doesn't come out as well as they want, and they keep wondering what did I do wrong? When did I get it? When did I get it wrong? What did I do wrong? They just think that it's all about applying the makeup. Whatever they want, they can use to apply the makeup. Whatever they want, they can use to, you know, put on the face without taking some other things into consideration, which is what I want to share with you. So if you have been doing this wrongly, then you can make amends, okay? And if you don't know about them, then you can take to the corrections. So the first thing you need when you want to achieve a clean professional makeup look, you need to have the correct tools. You need to have correct tools, you need to have correct products. Okay? So, for example, if you want to draw your brows, if you use a blunt eyebrow pencil, that is a wrong tool. That is a wrong product. Okay? You need a well sharpened eyebrow pencil. So just that little difference between using a sharp eyebrow pencil and a blunt one will change a whole lot in the way your eyebrows come out. It will change a whole lot in the output of your eyebrows. Okay, so if you want your eyebrows to come out very well, you need a well sharpened eyebrow pencil at all times. Another case in point is using the foam that comes with powder. So when you use it and apply your powder, you'll see that your powder will not blend very well. Okay, and that is why I always talk about using kabuki brushes, because those are the brushes that will help your makeup to blend easily, effortlessly, and without struggling. So you have to get the right tools, you have to have the right product. Also, also, if you excuse me, excuse me, I don't know why I'm coughing. Okay, so if you want to apply concealer on yourself or someone, you need a creamy concealer. If you use a solid concealer, it's not going to blend properly. You'll be wondering why you're struggling with your blending. So if you're having issue with blending your contouring, your highlighting, and all of that, then that means it's possible that you might be using a solid concealer. You need to change to a creamy concealer. So when you change to a creamy concealer, you see that it's easy for you to blend your makeup effortlessly well. So that is the first thing you need. You need to have the right product. You need to have the right tools. Okay. So after you have the right product or the correct tools and the correct product, what is the next thing you need? You need to acquire the right knowledge, okay, or the right information. What is the right knowledge? What is the right information? Okay, for example, if you want to do your makeup, if you use a if you do your makeup without a face primer, your makeup might start breaking, your makeup might start cracking, your makeup might not last longer. So using a face primer first before you apply your makeup is the right, having the right information. So it's not just for you to put makeup on yourself without having putting face primer first, or using a mattifier, depending on what kind of skin you're working on. Okay. Also, if you want to apply a lip stain on your lips, okay, lip stains are liquid lipstick, you need to use a lip balm first. If not, it will break. So if you don't have that right or correct information, if you don't have that right information or right knowledge, you just apply your lip stain directly. And after some time, you start seeing it cracking, breaking, and all of that. And you'll be wondering why. And that's because you are not working with the right information. Okay, so after you have gotten the right tools. That's the first thing. You need to acquire the right information or the right knowledge. Then finally, you need to have proper implementation of skills, and this is where people focus on a lot. And even as they focus on this a lot, they still don't get it very well, because when it comes to um, having proper knowledge or proper implementation. It goes beyond putting makeup on the face. There are some aspects of makeup you need to dab. There are some aspects of your makeup you need to swipe. Like when you're applying your eyeshadow, there are some places you need to swipe. There are some places you need to dab. There are some places you need to pat on your face. You know, when you're like when you're putting your foundation, you need to pat it on. You can't be scrubbing it or your powder. You need to pat it on so that it stays and sits well. Okay. So, for example, if you are always used to dotting your face with your foundation, then you need to stop that because when you are dusting your face with your foundation, after some time, the foundation will get dry. When the foundation gets dry, it will not be able to blend again. When you cannot blend it again, then your face will just be, you know, looking scattered. And also, if you apply your foundation in a scattered manner, like you're just applying it anyhow, you will miss out on some places, or even your powder. You miss out on some places while you know some places will be like not properly blended. So for you to apply your foundation or your powder, you need to apply it in segments, section by section, segment by segment. It's very important. If you don't take this into consideration, then your makeup will not come out flawless, not come out professionally. You won't achieve that clean professional makeup look. Okay, so I don't know if you have any question so far. Feel free to drop in the comment section. And once I see it, I'll be able to respond to it. I'll just check if there's any question so far in the comments. And this is basically okay. So I can see, okay, I can see from my other device that you know there's no question so far. So these are the three things you need. You can't miss out on one and leave the other. So even if you have the right knowledge or right knowledge or right information, and you are not using the right product or the correct product, your makeup will not come out perfectly well. And then if you have the right, um, okay, so I can see Ume. Ume, thank you for joining in. Thank you for coming on board. Um, just let me know if you could hear me and see me clearly. Just drop a comment. Let me know if you can hear or see me clearly. So if you have the right, correct tools and you have the right information, but you don't have the proper implementation, you don't know how the proper skill, you don't know how to apply your makeup, instead of you to be applying your foundation in a dabbing motion, you're just swiping it in different direction, then you will not be able to achieve a clean professional makeup look. So you need the three of these. And if you're not using the correct product, like I talked about pencil, if you're not using the correct products, if you're using like a concealer that is too strong, so no matter how, even if you're using the right, if you have the right information, you have the proper skills, because you're not using the correct tool or the correct product, your makeup will still not come out, you know, professionally. It's not be professional. It's not come out on point. It's not be neat. Okay, so you need these three things for you to be able to achieve this clean professional makeup look that I'm talking about. Okay, and this is actually one aspect of the what we train our students when it comes to our Makeup and Gele Business Academy training. Okay, this is where we train people on how to achieve different creative makeup looks, how to style Gele, different outstanding styles, and how to start up their own professional makeup and Gele business without struggling and confusion. So this part that I'm just talking about on how to achieve a clean professional makeup look is just one aspect of the whole thing that they learn. Okay, the other aspect that they learn, okay, I'll just quickly go through it, um, quickly, is they learn how to work on different skin types. Okay, so when you get to learn how to work on different skin types, it will help you to ensure that you are getting a clean professional makeup look depending on the person's skin, and that the makeup will last longer. Okay, so if you're working on someone that has dry skin, oily skin, combination skin, how do you work on it? This is something that we teach when we are talking about working on different creative different skin types. Okay, then we also talk using this our unique makeup process. We teach you how to achieve different creative makeup looks, which is what um, I just shared a bit of earlier on. So you get to learn how to achieve a clean professional makeup look without confusion. There's a lot of confusion when it comes to applying makeup in a professional manner. This we treat it very well in this aspect. And then the next step, we teach you how to try different outstanding gele styles without struggling. Okay, these three aspects we have talked about just now falls under getting for e-learning, getting to know the basics. So you have to know the basics. The basics being that you need to know how to work on various skin types. You need to know how to achieve different creative makeup looks. You need to know how to tie different outstanding gele styles. Under this is for you to know the basics. Then after that, we move to the next phase, which is for you to understand the right implementation. Okay, that's the fun phase. So under this phase of understanding the right implementation, you get to understand different marketing strategy setup so that you can get paid based on your own terms. A lot of makeup artists are not being paid based on their own terms. They are being priced like pepper, they are being priced anyhow. And for you to be able to get people to pay you based on your own terms, then you need to understand how the different marketing strategies set up. Except just learning it as a hobby. But if you want to get paid properly, then you need to understand these aspects. Then you also learn how to promote your brand so that people can trust you, because it's only when they trust you that they'll be able to really patronize you. You also learn how to profit from different platforms, online and offline. There are so many platforms. You learn about them, you learn how to utilize them, you learn how to profit from them. Okay? There are a lot of platforms that a lot of people are not using, a lot of makeup artists are not using. A lot of them just focus on only one platform, but there are other platforms, even offline. There are different ways to be able to profit from different platforms, even offline. It mustn't be only totally online. So after you have gotten the basics, okay, of working with various skin types, of learning how to achieve various creative makeup looks, on how to tie different outstanding gele styles, and we have gotten the aspect of understanding right implementation, where you get to know how to different marketing strategies set up so that you can be paid based on your own terms, how to promote your brand so that people can trust you, how to profit from different platforms. While then you move finally to how to manage the business of makeup and gele. This is the final phase, okay? A lot of makeup artists, some of them just start, and after a few years, they're no more. You don't hear about them because they couldn't manage the business aspect of it. So here, you get to learn how to work with different clients so that you can get repeated patronage. You mustn't always keep looking for new clients all the time. When you get repeated patronage, you'll be able to get one person coming to you over and over again, and that is repeated money coming to you, okay, without getting new money. So one client now in a year patronizes you like a couple of times, different from new clients that come. So at the end of the day, the whole thing adds up. It builds your business, builds your brand, it keeps going, and then based on our growth management system, we teach you how to grow your business, how to grow your brand, and then we have the financial management system where we teach you how to scale your business. Okay, so it's a total process. It's a total framework, and it has been tested, it has been refined, it has been proven, and we name this framework the Makeup and Gele Professional Business Formula. This is the same formula and the framework that we use to train our students and train people on how to start up their own profitable makeup and gele business without struggling and confusion. Okay, this is the same framework that I use to grow my business. So it's not based on theory. This is practical throughout. This is something that is reliable. This is something that we have worked with. This is something that we're working with and we're growing. So if it's something that you want to learn or you want to become a professional makeup artist, if you're an aspiring professional makeup artist, don't go and make mistake and go somewhere. You learn finish. When they finish learning, they'll say, yeah, now go. You enter the market and you see that it's not as the way it seems, because there's no, continuity. They just leave you hanging. You don't know how do you get customers, how do you get referrals, how do you get people to pay you well. All these things are challenges that a lot of makeup artists are having, and that people are not answering. And this is something that we go in depth and we train students on. We teach them what to do. We show them how to go through this whole process so that they can be able to build profitable business just like ours. If it's something you are interested in, to become a professional makeup artist, where you build a profitable business and get paid based on your own time without struggling, without confusion, then hit me up, send me a message, chat me up. Let's have a conversation so that I can put you through on how to get started working with us. So if you have any question, if you have any, you know, you have any insight, you have any question, you have any, thing, challenge, feel free to drop it in the comments. Let me know and I'll definitely be happy to answer you. So until my next video, remain smash glam. Bye.